program is built for people who are going to back themselves, right? People who have this deep desire to up-level, but just don't know how. And so because of the desire to up-level, but the inability to know how, most folks who come to the program end up failing, right? But you only truly fail when you ultimately give up, right? And so here is an example, and I'm going to show you a couple, right? Because I want to highlight how this is for different sets of people and why it's so worthy investing your time in something like this where you're investing yourself. This is a true human story, right? I think the human stories behind what we offer really tell the power of up-leveling. This is a student of ours called Sanjog. For context, Sanjog failed 13 interviews before he came on the Interview Kickstart platform, right? Hi team, I recently added a post on LinkedIn regarding my joining AWS and my entire journey over the last 2 years. Some of them before I started the course. So before I started Interview Kickstart, Groupon on-site reject, Blackstone on-site reject, Flatiron on-site reject, Google first round reject, Amazon NYC on-site reject, JustWorks on-site reject, Microsoft first round reject, Uber on-site reject, Facebook first round reject, Apple second round reject, Blink Health on-site reject. Imagine somebody who has gone through this, constantly failing interviews, but not giving up. After consistently failing interviews, Sanjog found his way to Interview Kickstart. And he says, post that, the first company that he interviewed with was Amazon Web Services Seattle, where he got an offer. Now, how did this happen? Cracking a Faang company interview was a huge deal for me. Major credit for this goes to the Interview Kickstart coursework and instructors. All the instructors were great. Every support session helped me elevate my responses and answers to a remarkable extent. Every mock interview gave me a huge amount of confidence. Along with the technical aspects, the mock interviews also taught me strategies to give the interviews in a calm, confident manner. The actual interview day felt just like another mock interview at IK. That is what we are here to help with, guys. We are here to help with a pathway to make sure that you are well prepared to transition to these strong engineering teams. This is also meant for people like Christian, right? I just accepted an offer from FB at $380K total compensation, which is 2x what I earned before, and I thought I was doing well. I can barely believe it and certainly didn't believe it was possible 4 months ago when starting this journey. To candidates considering the course, just do it. The sign-on bonus alone more than covers any costs. Here is somebody who didn't believe that he could make the transition even 4 months before he got the offer. This is also meant for somebody like an Ashima, who does suffer from interview anxiety, right? I came in with really low self-confidence, generally in the interviewing world, but more specifically in my programming skills. I finished with the feeling, I think I can do this, and thoroughly enjoyed it. I accepted an offer from Amazon, working for Amazon's music team as an engineering manager. Like I said, this is what I see as well as engineering managers. I'm really excited and nervous about the opportunity. So this is who the program is for. It is for people who are driven by a desire to back themselves, invest in themselves, and up-level in their career. Everything that I'm going to do from here on for the next, let's say, half an hour or so, is tell you how we do this and why we provide every single component of what you need to do to transition. There are essentially 4 things that you need to do to up-level in your career. It is a challenging problem because you are betting on yourself to go to the strongest tech teams. And the 4 things that are needed to do well in an up-leveling journey are: 1, strong, detailed curriculum. You need to learn things that one can truly, really learn only when you are at top companies, but you need to learn it before you get there. So detailed curriculum is key. Second, you need the right people to teach you. So you need to have good instructors who come from these top companies, because companies are the new universities. The third thing you need is sustained motivation. This is a program where 85% of those people who do the program are working engineers. And so as a working engineer, work happens and life happens. And I'm preaching to the choir. I'm sure everybody realizes this. You start preparing, you have this deep desire to up level. A couple of weeks into it, you get distracted. Something happens at home, something happens at work, and the gravitational pull of life just pulls you back to where you are. What is required to build this escape velocity, to transition into an orbit of a new job, is strong motivation. And motivation is something that we take seriously. So not only do you need to have motivation, we will also provide all the motivation, follow-ups. We have a community. We have instructors who will follow up with you. We have a whole team of what we call student success advocates who will track your progress consistently and constantly be in touch with you, right? To figure out, are you on track? Are you falling behind? How can we course correct? Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's the third thing. And the last thing is, because this is such a vast process, you need structure. You need a well laid out path of things to do one after the other. A structure that is, and not just any structure, a structure that is built on two things. Number one, the ability to have forcing functions. You need to have a forcing function to make sure that you get into prep regularly, and feedback loops. Because unfortunately, in the current interview process, you do not get any feedback from companies. And so everybody is flying blind. The combination of these four, curriculum, instruction, motivation, and structure, is what we provide at Interview Kickstart in the form of master classes. We offer 17 different master classes, guys, covering the pretty much all of a typical software and product management org. We have offerings for early engineers. These are people who are 2 or less years of experience. We have offerings for ICs, let's say 3 to 20 years of experience, including staff, senior ICs, the entire SWAT. And we have a separate bunch of offerings for management, engineering management, product management, TPMs. We are the only platform that has the capability to provide a completely customized masterclass for every single person. And the reason we are able to do this is because we were the first ones to come to market with this 7 years ago, because we have such a large alumni, and because we are so well entrenched in all these top companies.